Hello and welcome everybody out there in Twitch and D&D land to the newest session of the Wildmount Saturday campaign. Now, before we jump into the action, as per usual, we have a little bit of self-promoting to get done and out of the way. First and foremost, if you are not following us on YouTube, go fuck yourself. You should definitely be doing that right now, considering our YouTube is growing all of the time, and we are trying to get a lot more content and information over there. I'm currently setting up a system to upload potentially all of my games to the YouTube channel. Only the good ones are going to be cut in half and everything. The ones that are currently being, actually edited. But the other ones I'm thinking about just putting over there so we have a more permanent archive with all of the bullshit happening on Twitch nowadays. I'm not going to rely on keeping my information on Twitch at all. It's just not worth the time. Clearly they don't know what the fuck they're doing. In addition to that, you should be following me on Twitter if you want to find out about some awesome things happening as well. We have a cast show that's coming out soon, and we're going to be making our big announcement about that cast show on the 7th. So we're only 2 weeks away about all of that, but get on the Twitter now so you can get a few little minor spoilers and things like that out of the way. And last but not least, please give us a like, a follow, a subscription. All of those things help us grow tremendously. We are 1 week away before we miss our opportunity for the gnome splaining. We're trying to get that sub goal all the way up to 75 so that you all can learn exactly why I hate gnomes and hear the story behind that as well, which that'll be a whole thing. But anyways, I think that's going to be everything from me. So go ahead, Oana, tell us what happened last session.
So last session started off with the group meeting up in the cafeteria or mess hall area of the fort at the Wayun gates. They were sharing some information they'd learned the previous day about what had happened to one of the generals who is missing and no longer around. When they were approached by another general, General Depew, who began to give a few orders to them. Kai and Norlam did not take kindly to that, and between Norlam and the guards, a fairly one-sided brawl quickly ensued, with Norlam being incapacitated by a Scourger via the spell Feeble Mind, so he couldn't say or do much of anything. They apprehended him, took him away, put him in a cage. The rest of the group was then approached by Depew and began the process of discussion about what was going to happen going forward. And she tried to feel around each group member's general disposition towards the government of the Empire and exactly where they stood with respect to the more authoritarian nature of the government there. Sterling put on a pretty good facade and managed to generally hoodwink her, but she was able to get a beat on everyone else. With Taryn and Sarah being, I would say, the more open people, but eventually the prospect of bringing up Jenna and getting her involved came up, and so Sterling stepped away to do that while the others continued to talk. Eventually, Jenna was contacted via the mirror, and she was informed of the situation, and she began preparing to come to the Wayun gate. Afterwards, another general or authority member appeared, and there was a bit of a standoff between General Depew and them, where there were some contentious conversations between the Tal'Dorei forces and the Empire forces, and a sort of line was created where the two armed groups sort of stood off against each other. Thankfully, nothing severe happened, but once the true nature of Norlin was revealed to be as a dark elf, things became a bit complicated, and a plan was hatched to fake his death, designed by Jenna. So she had a magical brooch instilled with the spell Gentle Repose to activate immediately upon his death. And she instructed the group to help her surreptitiously place it on his person prior to his execution, so that it would allow her to, give it a show of it and then later revive his corpse without much issue. The performance was set. Sterling gave a great speech. Taryn rolled a natural 20 to place it on his person. And so a little bit later, the execution was performed in public before all the guards for everyone to see, and Norlin died. And that is where we left off.
So, everybody, after the display of the death, the body of Norlum is carried away over towards Jenna's office now that she has arrived at this outpost. She's already kicked out the other nobles who have... Not nobles, the other generals who were here to take their stead. Now, when that happens, many people in the crowd, some of which applauding still, begin a course of celebration. Sneak has to excuse himself, and because I'm not role-playing Kai either, he does as well.
Taryn will put on a kind of a brave face, not necessarily acting like she enjoyed what she did, but making it appear as she is loyal, at least.
Sterling's gonna schmooze with the crowd for just a little bit, just
All right.
walking through.
Sarah? Sarah?
I have myself muted. There we go. Sarah's gonna go back to her quarters for a sec. Yeah.
You go down into the common area. It's less of your quarters. You'd only have curtains separating you from everybody else. But
yeah,
inside of the barracks, many of the other people have already moved in and are already trying to share drink and camaraderie over a successful event by their perception. A win.
Now for a drink, Sarah will just down it. Every time she's just offered a drink.
Is Depu around?
If you look around for her, she's easy enough to find most of the time. Do you look around? I assume? Yeah. Okay, then you find her. Easy enough.
Oh.
She's kind of just inside of her tent right now, writing feverish letters to somebody.
Now, is there, since we're both from Taldore, she'd like to make a reference on the sly to something that like a play or a story that's only known to Taldore to let Depu know, or is that more?
Taldore is Western Europe. There's no recent only Taldore knows. It's more of everybody from Taldore knows everything about everything. They're all just kind of like the common areas.
Okay.
Common territory. I guess the better reference would be Canada without them knowing French. They don't really have their own language. Because they're kind of like neutral through everything that happens.
Gotcha. So it's more like a...
And immensely diverse.
Okay, so it's very diverse, but
The
they
polar
don't
opposite of the Empire.
Gotcha. So it's not necessarily that they have... It's like they're kind of like the light culture, like version of someone else's culture.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't really have... I mean, they do have their own culture. It's just nothing that a reference like that would stand out. But if you're in her quarters, you are the only person in her quarters.
Okay.
Other than her personal guard, who are standing outside. Within earshot, of course.
Okay. I'll ask to enter.
Yeah, they allow you in.
Ma'am, may I have a moment?
What is it that you wish to talk about?
I only wish to say that, we share a dislike for the arcane. I think that's what's dead should stay dead. And I'm trying to, like, hint.
You guys already did that, you know. Right?
Well, I didn't...
With message, like, people literally messaged one another. Okay, she'll just go,
What did they message
somebody
her?
already told me.
Well, I wanted to be sure and respect what you're doing here.
Well,
I didn't want you to think that...
there are many things to be considered right now. I believe I will be heading back to our home.
Well, I wish you the safest of travels, and I'm sorry that our involvement here has created trouble for you.
I do not understand how a world such as this will be able to survive. Not with the rest of us. But anyways, thank you for your words. If I need to get in contact with any of you, I will get into contact with Jenna directly.
Of course, ma'am. Again, I wish you the safest of travels, and hope that home treats her well.
She just continues writing letters.
I'll come back out and I think I'll do the same as Sarah. In fact, I'll go back to my bunk.
Yeah.
After going through the crowd on the way back and whatnot, Sterling's gonna go collect the belongings of Norlam, including our spyglass.
Okay. You gather those things, and Janet is already there picking up everything, and she looks over at you. Hello, Sterling. Were there specifics that you wish to take from this?
Yeah, mostly.
One moment. Can I help you? You turn over your shoulder and you see that Bullstrucker just standing at the end of the hallway looking, smiling.
Yes, I had lent Norlam a spyglass, and I was hoping to get it back.
Oh, wondrous. Hands it over to you.
Thank you very much, Janet.
Of course.
And then I will turn, leave, and nod to Marcos on my way out. The bull struck.
He follows after you. Walking, several paces behind, but still following you. Taryn, I actually need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Just walked away from camera. Oh, she's back.
Yep. She can still hear.
She just put her headphones back on.
Oh, you couldn't hear. I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Will do.
How firm would you say Taryn is in her beliefs and experiences?
Very.
Okay. As you walk in, you get two righteous brand soldiers walk over and go, "Hey, so what was it like just watching him die like that?" And immediately everything goes red for a moment, and you open your eyes back up with Sarah dragging you off of them.
Death ain't a thing that you should celebrate like that. Have any of you killed anybody?
Of course, plenty. They're
Have
both
you
like
watched your
backing
own
up.
die?
Our own? Yes, we have, and that's why we're fine killing those fuckers.
Until you realized that they had a family back there waiting for them too.
Both of them kind of just stomp out.
Come on.
What'd you say?
I was saying, come on. Like saying towards Taryn. Trying to lead her away from them.
I swear, I think I needed something to drink unless it would make me want to fight more.
Sarah pulls out a drink.
I think that might be a bad idea for me right now. I think I just need to be alone. I didn't realize. God, you're such. It's just a child. Be
Sterling's
mixed up
gonna-
in all that.
Sorry, Taryn. I didn't know you were still speaking.
It's okay.
Yes, Sterling?
Sterling, I'm going to go start rounding everyone up so that we can get ready to head out.
Well, you find the two of them easy enough.
They were just conversating.
Kai and Sneak are easy to round up as well. Both of them are already waiting on the south side of the gate, outside of it.
Right then, we have everything. Should be moving out of here. You've been delayed long enough.
I agree.
And we'll head out to the gate. Staff Sergeant Jovanovic, it might be good for you to take some time in the back of the wagon and sleep it off a little bit.
And keep my hands side, I'll be in the back doing some things. Just tinkering.
Taryn, do you mind driving? And I'll ride shotgun, or I'll ride shot staff, wand gun. I don't know what it was called.
Sure, I don't mind. Give me something to think about.
So,
As we're leaving, do I notice Marcos? Is he still following, or?
roll me a perception check.
Alrighty. $23.
You don't notice him anywhere.
Okay.
So, you all begin leaving the Wuyan gates, traveling through the gorge. It'll take you a couple of days to get all the way out. But while you guys are doing that, time passes very easily. Feels slow, but nothing's stopping you but your thoughts. You
Probably
reach, yeah,
probably about 3 hours away from the gates. I probably. So, does anyone have any questions or thoughts or anything they need to speak about?
You know where I stand. There's nothing to talk about.
I have nothing we can do to change what happened. Let's just keep going forward.
All right, and then we continue going on.
ready? Two days is all it takes you to get out of the gorge, stopping periodically. Once you get that far out, Sneak and Kai both kind of excuse themselves. They just need a little bit of alone time for a few days. They'll catch up easily. Well, you, Sterling, and Sarah would remember them mentioning the funeral pyre that happened in the lake right outside the gorge. This is their first time back here in months. So, the two of them,
Stay safe, guys.
leave, and you all keep traveling forward.
Yeah, I'm assuming we talk about having them meet us up later on after their time at the gorge.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. They'll find you.
Right.
I'm like I said, I'm just not role playing them while they're not here.
Yeah, no,
it's
I
not
gotcha.
happening.
Yeah. Don't blame you.
Yeah. Around a half day later, you see somebody kind of just strutting through the open fields easily. They're walking on foot, and you're at least 2 days travel outside of Nicodranas, so it's quite a far ways away. As they are walking past, they seem to be holding a piece of parchment and flag you down as if they want to ask you something.
Karen, let's stop. Just be on your guard.
Oana, would you like to describe what you look like?
Sure. They see a 5'5" half-elf woman approaching. She's in simple brown leather traveling clothes, white linen undershirt, or the shirt that goes under the armor that people wear.
Under Armour.
Yeah. Red hair, green eyes, fairly tanned, has spent quite a bit of time in the sun. She has a kick to her step, and she is zooming in on you quite specifically, and there's no mistake that she's heading right towards you, and she speeds up when she sees you. Hey, guys, stop. Stop. I've been looking everywhere for y'all. Hold up.
For us.
Yes, for you. Sarah! Sarah, it's me.
Sarah literally just hops out the back thing. Ona?
I'll run up and give her a hug. It's so good to see you again. How have you been? Where's Mostis?
Mostis is currently up in Rexingtrum. As far as we know, he stayed up there. Yeah, he's just doing some stuff, working with the Empire for a bit. We're currently, could be better. Had some events happen a few days ago. But
Oh, you all look so somber. You act like someone died.
more phrasing.
They did, darling.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Guys, this is Wana. Wana, this is Major Sterling Khan.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to make your acquaintance, Major.
This is Taryn.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. You're a friend of Sarah's?
We have had some experience together many months ago.
Yeah, we traveled together for a period of time.
Yeah, and I've been trying to find you for the longest time, and you are not easy to find.
How did you know we were coming this way, or was it just by chance? Coincidence? Strange?
I had a little friend tell me, but don't worry about that. All that matters is I found you now, and I need to ask, are y'all all right? I heard that you might be in trouble.
There's always plenty of trouble around us, it seems.
And I look at Sarah specifically. I heard you might be in trouble.
Not to my knowledge, off the top of my head, I think of sort of recent memory.
That's strange.
Just that one thing, but.
Well, I've been trying to track you down for well over 2 months. It's been quite a journey. Are y'all heading to Nicodranas?
We are currently headed in that direction, yes.
Huh. Well, I guess I could have just waited for you there, but oh well. Let's get going.
Oh, coming back a minute. I want all about the time we missed.
I will lock arms with Sarah, this style, and begin walking towards Nicodranas, pulling her away from the cart.
Okay.
I'm going.
Anna, we
Yes.
have a wagon. It'll be faster.
Faster? I can walk faster than any wagon.
Yeah, she's a walker. She loves to walk.
I see. Well, we go together, regardless.
Of course.
Sterling's gonna message Sarah.
Either you can send it over Discord or do Roll20. I'll read. Just tell me which one you're sending it over, or if you're saying.
Oh no, I can say it out loud. It's not really
Okay.
Sarah, are you fine with this Awana? There's no trouble or issues we should be.
Oh no, completely. She is, and she just does the 2 circles, like the 2 OK signs. Like she'll be great. You're gonna love her. She is a character. Trust me.
Okay, I trust you, Staff Sergeant.
And I'm going to slowly increase the speed, still locking arms with Sarah, so that we're maybe 20 feet ahead of the group in general. And I'm just going to whisper over in her ear, I actually have it on pretty good in authority that you might be in trouble. What's going on?
Swap over to Sabalin. Oh, what do you?
Just stage whisper, don't actually whisper. We can't hear you when you do that.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know. You got any more information about that? Like,
Well, I have this drawing, but that's it.
show me a drawing.
I will pull out the drawing and show her the drawing.
What do I see?
I don't know.
It is a drawing of your face. That's it.
Oh,
That's your. Have you seen this person? I'm looking for them.
yeah.
That is a
One poster. Yep.
great job.
It's not a wanted poster. Okay, let's clarify
I know
that.
this
It's
looks, I know this looks weird. I get that, but I didn't draw this. Someone else drew this. And it's someone that shouldn't particularly be concerned about you, but they are.
Who, if you don't mind me asking?
It's better that you don't know right now, but let me just assure you that it doesn't, them knowing is not a concern. They are just a helpful person. Person. They're just trying to help, and that's what worries me, because when they try to help, things matter.
Not another thing. Okay. Well, at least whatever happens when it does happen, you'll be here, at least.
Hopefully, but
Eh.
as long as you're not in any immediate danger, I kind of assumed that, I was going to have to bust you out of some sort of dungeon where you're being tortured or, sacrificed. This is kind of like the best case scenario.
Give it a month.
Well, okay. And then I'm gonna stop linking arms with her and let her walk back to the cart, and just fall back in line with the rest of them.
No, Sarah keeps walking with you. She wants to talk about what we missed while we were separated.
Okay, well, I'm still gonna fall back because you have to go at like an uncomfortable pace to stay that far ahead of the cart.
yeah. The
So
cart
we'll
is
join
actually
the rest.
faster than all of you. Kai's not here.
Yeah.
Kai's the only person faster than a cart here.
Yeah, so we were having to like speed walk.
Like the grandma and them all speed walk.
Yeah. Well, it's actually the worst form of speed walk, because I was locking arms with her. Those like 3-legged races.
Oh god.
Oh, that was so. You're talking about in Savala and kind of like, so how's Phelan and everything? I need to practice my Savala and haven't spoken about it in so long.
Oh, it was good. It was good. I drank a lot of wine there. A lot of wine. Met a lot of people. But once you're there for a year, it's time to move. It was time to move on. So eventually I made my way down to Nicodranus, and that's where I've been staying.
Nope, I guess we're gonna go back. I guess you're gonna be our, what's the right word? A directions, I don't know what the right word, directions person.
A guide?
You'll be our guide, there we go. See, you'll be our guide when we get there, yes. Show me.
I can give you a great tour of all the bars in Nicodranus, but that's about it.
That's all I need.
Alrighty. So, eventually you do fall back enough to interact with everybody else.
So how did you all meet Sarah?
We spent some time together in the forces.
He was part of the Righteous Brand too when I served, and I met Taryn through Sterling. I met Taryn up in Hupperduke.
Hupperduke? That's far. You've been prolific in your travels.
You know what they say, walk with purpose. Always trying to go somewhere even when there's nowhere to go.
So, why are you going to Nicodranus?
just to look around, have a little vacation, maybe catch wind of any happenings, and yeah,
Can I roll insight?
certainly. I know Jero doesn't like it, but I'm fine with it.
Sterling.
No, there's no
Okay.
inciting one another. You can choose if your character would believe that or not, knowing that they are an insanely charismatic individual.
I can't.
Okay,
roll
well, I
less than
mean,
like a
Sterling is the
18.
best liar ever.
He's up there, all right.
I'm just also proficient in insight, which is why I was interested.
We don't oppose stuff like that. It's not fun in the long run.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Nicodranas is a beautiful city. It's the city of colors, after all. Beaches are great. Do y'all like to go swimming?
That reminds me of a time on the beach. Yes. Anyway. Yes.
Of course, I love to go swimming.
Sterling gets an elbow to the ribs.
You should see when I start doing doing my swim. I have a beautiful form. Swim like a fish.
Oana, you would also know that right now there is no swimming in the Menagerie Coast by order of the guards.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. Oh. Sorry, I was remembering better times. I don't think you want to take a dip right now. And I don't think you'd be allowed, if you went swimming in Nicodranas anyway. Of course, you can just go outside the city and they can't do anything.
Right, we did hear there was some strange happenings.
Yeah.
Regarding the oceans there was something happening, and Terran's being deliberately vague.
Oh yeah, I had a very, very pretty sailor tell me something about that, but he was a bit preoccupied at the time.
See. Have you spent long in Nicodranas?
I think counting back, I think I spent about 4 months there, give or take a few weeks. Some of them blend together. You know, sometimes it's eventful, sometimes uneventful. Hard to keep track.
Right. That's interesting.
So Nicodranas is not your home then?
Oh no, I'm from Guarden. It's up north.
Interesting. I'm originally from Tal'Dorei myself.
Far away. You are a long way from home.
Very, and on purpose.
Well, in Nicodranas, you will find no better place to forget about where you were from and focus on where you are.
Careful you don't lose all your money.
Oana,
Don't worry, I can help you get back your money.
Nicodranas is the kind of town where you can get just about any money you want.
There's a person for everything.
Gerald, what time of day is it?
Midday. Not terribly late yet.
Should we stop for lunch? I'm getting a bit peckish.
Of course, if you'd like. Do you want me to go gather some wood for a fire?
Yes, that would be great, and we can maybe get a little game if we're lucky.
I can go hunting if you want.
I'm not much of a hunter, but I can gather wood.
Yes, why don't you... I'll help you gather wood, and Staff Sergeant, why don't you and Taryn go off and see if you can find us some game.
Very well. I think we can handle that.
I say to one before it heads off, if he pisses you off, just tell me and I'll punch him. It's a Valen.
I reply in the same language. Don't worry, if you piss me off, I can punch him myself fine.
You keep saying Sylvalin. It's Sylvan.
I don't know why I say Sylvalin.
I have no idea. The letters don't
Because
even
I thought
try.
it was a different language completely. I
No,
was
it's
like,
Sylvan.
The
That's-
reason I said
Sylvan.
the same language was I thought I was
Yeah.
misremembering it.
No, it's Sylvan. It's Sylvan.
I'm illiterate sometimes. I can't read sometimes.
That's fine. Which means half the party here, I think, speaks that language.
Yeah.
I think
I
Taryn.
don't.
Oh, you don't? Really? That?
I don't.
Wow,
'cause
that
I'm
would have
a
suit your.
fighter.
Oh yeah, that's right. Fighters don't know things. Fighter kill.
Aw.
Fighter kill. Fighter shoot.
Click click
Yeah.
boom.
This is one of the rare characters that I did not take.
Linguist.
Yeah. Dang it! Now I can't get the right word in my head. Thanks, Sarah.
Be a polyglot language.
Sylvan. Yeah,
Sylvan.
Sylvan. I did not take Sylvan on this character, and I usually do. Anyway, so Oana and I are gonna go try to find some wood. We'll leave Sneak and Kai. Or no, they left. We'll gather wood near the cart, so it's not.
I assume there's trees around, right?
Oh
Or
yeah,
we, like-
yeah. You can find some.
Okay.
Not like grandiose trees, but smaller ones with like broken limbs and stuff. You can find it. It's easy enough.
Cool.
So Oana, how did you meet Staff Sergeant? I mean, Sarah.
Oh, we traveled together for a little bit. She helped me out when I was in a bind, and that's it. I know this might look very strange, but the reason I encountered y'all was because I was looking for you. Well, her, but I guess you.
You as in the party because of her? Or...
Yes.
Yes. I see. Yes, she's a great person. Make sure you take care of her. I'd hate to see anything happen to her.
I would say the same thing to you. I didn't know she was traveling with company. I'm glad she is. It makes her probably the more safer for it, but, you know, I hope that you would keep her safe, right? And her expression grows a bit more serious.
Yes, of course. Yes, we've been through quite a bit together, and I've known her for a long time. In fact, and Sterling reaches into his hand and pulls out a knife, a little pocket knife from his pocket. She actually made this for me.
Oh. Can I look at it?
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll look at it. Cool. And I'll put it back.
Thank you. Always keep it on me.
Knives
We
are
can-
handy.
Yes. And then
I will gather some wood.
continue to gather wood, yeah.
Alrighty. You gather your wood. You sit down over a nice little fire just to warm up some of your rations that all of you have already. I hope you guys have been deleting rations from your group this whole time, because...
I
Yeah,
thought me
just,
and Tara were
just
going
need
hunt.
just need to take off
Oh
the 2
yeah,
off days.
I was going hunting.
Oh, sure, the two of you. Give me a survival check.
Oh, wait, Sarah, I don't remember. You had the metal leg when we met, right?
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
Making it about being a good swimmer.
Yeah.
Survival.
Ah, yes.
You found a bird. The bird flew away, and you scared away everything else.
I'll just say that we were having a conversation.
Yeah.
Sarah. This Oana. You seem very close. You do realize that we're going to Nicotralis on work, right? And if she's with us, she's gonna end up being part of that work.
Understand, but Alana can take care of herself, and I think she could help us out a lot.
Right, and I can understand that, especially if she's walked here from Nicotralis herself. I mean, she certainly can take care of her own, but it's a more secretive nature of what we're trying to do that I'm worried about. Is she trustworthy? Is she, if she sees us capture a whole bunch of suspects, and I plan on personally taking off that Volstrucker's head, you think she can keep that to herself?
Sarah kind of winces at that. She might have a few issues with it, but I don't think she will get in the way. She'll help out with capture, but she won't probably take part in execution.
Well,
She's more, I'm gonna put kind of like you in that aspect of our earlier debates.
I see. She's not one to take a life unless she sees reason.
Kinda. She's more freedom oriented.
I understand. Perhaps if you could have a conversation with her so that it doesn't end up like what happened with Nolan, where
I can give her a heads up about what we're going to do.
perfect. I appreciate that because we are a member down now, and if she can take care of herself, and if you could vouch for her, I'd be willing to give her some time, and to have her along.
That's sure she is. She may not be the most courageous person, but when it counts, she'll be there for you.
I understand. So, just know that if I was a bit standoffish with her earlier, I do apologize, but
You were still mourning. I understand.
not just that, but things have me a little bit slower to trust, even though. So, just understand that she is welcome here under your word that she'll be fine.
No problem. Man, we haven't seen anything out here.
Right. I think we're just gonna have to end up using what we had, which is unfortunate.
More rations.
Yes, more rations.
Alrighty.
And then they'll come back to the camp.
Come back. Everybody eats rations. Now that the four of you together, do you want to do any talking or Nicodrana's time?
I'm assuming we'll do small chat and then Nicodrana's time.
All right, so no actual chatting then. Okay,
No.
that was the question. Real talk, IRL.
Yeah, no.
So Sterling, what are your opinions on Spurs?
Well, and then I'll bullshit for the next hour and a half.
Spurs. I imagine you have a pair somewhere. You don't wear them on the regular, but you know.
Yeah.
I totally allow you to have them for free. I'm not charging you anything for that.
Nice.
Yeah. Anywho, you know what I need? I need a tray under my desk that I can pull out and place my book on there. Or I
Kinda
need
like
more
for a keyboard,
desks.
but for a book.
Yeah. Because my keyboard's up here,
Mm-hmm.
and this is comfortable.
Mhm.
Actually, I'll be going up there soon. So. Anyways, just open up the real estate. You all travel for a couple of days, learning about one another, getting a feel for each other a little bit. Eventually, you make it over to the city of the dazzling light, the beautiful capital of the Menagerie Coast, the gotcha personified location in this world, Nicodranas. everything about this city is alluring to anybody who spends time here. It is incredible the amount of livelihood and liveliness that everybody has going on. Everybody seems to be a business purveyor or a salesperson or a noble from some faraway exotic location as all of you move here. Anybody who has not been in Nicodranus in the last year, I need charisma saving throws from.
I've been here in the last year.
You're good.
Let's have
I was here. So Sterling, I think it's the only one.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I think.
No, you
I'm not
guys
sure how-
you only passed
Yeah.
through here. You didn't actually stay here.
Okay, so.
So you and Sterling got to give me charisma saves.
Yes, gotcha.
DC on this is 17.
Wow.
I am
Yes.
using my flash of genius on myself.
Don't you have to be aware that something is happening in order to do that?
Okay, didn't know that. Okay, so let's see what happens. Dang.
Ooh,
19.
close.
No, it passed both times. 19 and
Sterling, as you enter
the
into
one
the
person I
city,
wasn't worried about.
as you enter into the city, you see all of these people dancing and frolicking around, and many of the people are already trying to get you to buy things, and it's so nice, like all of these fun little knickknacks and toys. I need you to subtract 10 gold from your inventory.
Yep.
You are currently charmed by Nicodranus. This is not a magical charm, it is just a charming city.
Now, Sarah.
Fox, do you remember? Never mind.
Sarah, I know it's been a while since you've been here, but don't forget, the closer you get to the docks, watch your pockets.
Okay. No worry, if anyone tries to take it, I'll give them the good old kick to the shin.
Sterling walks back
Wow,
up to all
you're
of you
good.
with a bucket of crab legs.
Taryn will take one.
I guess I'll take one too.
Clearly
I'll
overpriced,
take one
but
as well.
It's been
I
a
like to
long
think
time.
Oana fully understands what's happening and is just enjoying it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Free crab legs.
Yeah.
Free.
Yeah,
Right.
for you. But yeah, now that you're in the city moving around, and many people are welcoming to all of you, and there's many different advertisements being thrown around. Those of you not captivated by the city, however, you start picking out some of the town criers who are being more quiet than most criers would be, setting up their notes on different poster boards or post boards, not posters, and random pillars that sit in the middle of town. You take note that they just pulled off a large note and put up a new one just now as you're walking past. Sterling is already being talked into a foot race where you have to jump on one foot instead of both.
I'll say, hold up, everyone. I'll be right back, and I'm gonna go run up and look at the note.
Okay. I'm just gonna watch this Sterling. Be entertained.
Sarah, you
Sterling?
want to bet? I am betting 5 gold he falls on his ass.
Okay, 5 gold. He falls on his ass within the first 50 meters.
I have a little more faith in him than that. I'll say after.
Okay. Sterling, acrobatics check.
I
And the
know
10
I
gold
can-
is already subtracted.
Yeah,
That's everything you'll be spending.
I know I can do this. And of course, that was guidance.
Yep.
And 16.
He actually makes it to the other side without falling at all. He didn't come in first place. He was behind a halfling woman. Looked younger, probably like a teenage halfling, but way more wiry and just excited to be running than you. Unfortunately, in your age, it's a little harder. But hey, you didn't fall at all. You came in like third place. It's pretty good.
Does that mean
Well,
both of y'all have to pay up?
And neither of us the bet was for him to fall. So neither-
yeah, that was the condition.
both of them walk away from a fucking shithole. Oana, investigation, please. Unless you're just taking it off the board, you can.
Oh, I'll just rip that shit off the board.
That's so rude. All right, you bring it over to everybody else. That means the three of you give me an investigation. Sterling is still captivated by the city, unfortunately.
Of course, having fun.
Yeah, you're on the boardwalk, man. It's great.
Yeah.
As someone who needs a vacation, oh, it sounds great.
Oh.
Sterling's
actually
living
rolled
my
well.
fantasy right now, not caring.
Right?
Nice one.
Yeah. Sarah, you're so captivated with Sterling just being captivated. You're like, oh, this is great. This is awesome. Oana and Terran, however, there's a handful of things happening in Nicodranus. First event that is listed is there is currently, sorry, I need to go get the name. There is currently something going on. There was a funeral procession that happened for some local noble around here. Not of Nicodranus, but as such, there are 2 taverns that are currently unavailable and currently just on hiatus while the family grieves the loss of their sibling. The name... Sorry, I'm getting the name. Getting the name. There's a lot of...
Getting it.
I'm in the wrong game. Okay. I'm getting the name.
Put it. If it's one thing about it, put in Roll20.
Yes, Cross Hado. Thank you. I
It's
was
John
looking at my other Wildmount game. There's 4 of them, so. Yeah. Cross Hado is the name of the fallen nobleman in this region. He is the nephew of the Marquis of Port Zune. And right now his family is just going through a grieving process, so they've just put up a notice saying, hey, these 2 places of business are currently unavailable because of these events.
Was that with an A or an O?
Hado, it is with an A.
Okay.
Yeah, Hado is their name. Cross Hado. Hadou. Yeah. Aside from that, there is an order from the Celezo that no one is permitted in any port within the Menagerie Coast at this point in time, south of, actually no, just period. It took you guys long enough to get here. Now it's just done. No ships of travel are moving around. Currently, they called in reinforcements from fellow nations within Exandria to deal with some issue. Everyone is perfectly safe, they assure you, on land, but nobody is permitted into the water right now, which means traveling will have to be on foot here, or on horseback. The specifics of what is happening is not being talked about. However, the Celezos, if anybody has questions about this, you may go talk to the Celezos. There's Captain Hedgemidge, who is here right now, who is available for people to communicate with. Yeah, that's bad.
I'll go ask around.
Last thing that you read about in here, is that there's apparently, a wanting for new workers when the docks open back up from multiple different organizations. They are looking for people who are spry, energetic. They're looking for people who don't have a fear of the oceans or anything around it. And because of your 25, Oana, I'm going to allow you to roll an insight check on this.
Ooh, something nefarious is afoot.
25 as well. They are currently pirates doing some legal advertisement. They want people to join them, their crew. You know, some of the terminology they use, you go, that's pirate shit. Yep. You know, no fear, conscious only of the sea and your fellow cohorts, all of that fun jazz.
I see what's going on here. See this, guys? This is a pirate's advertisement. Do you want to be a pirate?
That's probably an inappropriate question for me.
Well, I always wanted to have some sea legs.
Oh, well, I think with a few modifications you could.
Sarah just cracks up at that point.
Sterling, roll me a d3.
And I just realized I don't think the party has their ship anymore.
It's
Because
been past due. You would have to pay to get it back.
Yeah, well, and not only that, the only people here would be Kai and Sneak, and the
And neither of them
captain
are
was Finn, and the owner was Phineas. So
Yeah,
this
you
is
guys
gonna
don't even have
ship.
your ship anymore. Get fucked. Hey, that reminds me. I should list it for the other games that there's a ship for sale. 3. Sterling, you just won a game of toss ball where you're supposed to throw underhand like a softball to knock over these obviously weighted glass bottles. And you just won 3 strikes in a row. It did cost you 2 gold, and it only cost you 2 silver to play each round, but you just did it. And you come back with this giant owlbear stuffed animal that's the size of you, just on your back.
I love vacation. It's been a long time.
That's very impressive.
They usually cost about 5 silver to just buy at one of the shops.
I'll start to say that, then I'll stop, and I'll be like, it's very pretty.
Why, thank you.
I
Are you
haven't
planning on
seen
writing
you,
that?
My brain got split.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
go
I have
ahead.
no idea what happened.
Go ahead, Darren.
Once,
I was just gonna say that I haven't seen you like this in quite some time, Sterling.
It's been a long time. This is for you, little fox, and I'll hand her the big giant owlbear.
If it's as tall as him, it's like 4 or 5 inches on her, like
Mhm.
taller. So she's like swamped by this owlbear. With all the guns and knives, and it's like this big fuzzy thing. So,
yeah. Moana, you want to go shopping with me for a sec? Something I want to go pick up.
Of course, let's go. I'll head off with her.
Alrighty. The 2 of you go skipping into town to do some inflated shopping. Keep in mind, anything you buy in Nicodranas is at minimum 50% more expensive.
Yep.
Well, I'll be able to recognize if someone's trying to like really pull one over.
Oh yeah, any more
us.
than 50 would be pulling something over on you.
Yeah.
It's just, this is their business. This is how they run things here.
And I'm sure Alana's used to it as well because she's been here for a while.
Totally. So yeah.
I want to go to a pet shop, but while doing that, I'd like to walk and talk to Alana. What we're doing.
Oh,
I'm currently going to a pet shop. So I want to pick up a little companion while I'm here. But I just want to give you the heads up about why we're down in the Menagerie Coast.
yes. Something other than vacation, I suppose.
We're kind of hunting a group right now. One of them being a Volstrucker.
Do I even know what Volstrucker are?
Where are you from? Not the Empire?
Gu-
Nope.
Yeah, Guarda.
No idea
Well,
what a
I'd be like-
Volstrucker is.
What type of creature is that?
Basically, a Volstrucker is a person with a very high...
You're hunting a person?
Yeah, it's like bounty hunting.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's who we're doing that currently. We're hunting a group of like 5 or 6 with the Volstrucker. They've done some bad things, and we're trying to go after them.
What type of bad things?
Remember the exact list of all the crimes that group has committed.
I think we were told that they just like committed terrorism or something.
There was a terror with the Tri-Spire. I'm trying not to mitigate. I know a lot of the things. That's my damn.
I assume the Tri-Spire is an important place, but if these are dangerous people, then I understand. I trust you, Sarah.
Hey, if worse comes to worse, I'll stand in front of you. You stand behind me.
Of course. I'll keep 4 eyes out.
Well, let's go shopping.
Alrighty. Are you buying anything in particular?
A pet squirrel, if she can find it.
Roll me an investigation.
Someone who's had a pet squirrel, have fun.
You find someone who can get you a pet squirrel. It's not really something people really ask for. They're gonna have to go talk to some people from different places and import the squirrel in. Squirrels aren't really trained around here in the way of being good pets. They are sometimes trained in the way of being in this local area so we can hunt you and eat something for dinner. But those aren't pets. Those are completely different in personality. They're unruly, untamed. You'll never be able to hold on to it. It's way faster than you.
A wild animal.
Yeah, more or less. It's a domesticated wild. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you can, if you pay 10 gold, they'll have a pet squirrel imported for you. And it'll be an albino squirrel.
Yeah, I'll pay for it.
10 gold it is. Okay. It should be here within 3 to 6 months, depending on when the port opens back up.
So, if anyone's curious why there are no squirrels in tropical places, it's because snakes and seagulls.
Fucking seagulls.
Interesting.
They are the rats of the sky.
I think they're pretty, but that's me. I know I'm rare on that. I
Yeah,
actually like
you're
seagulls.
rare on that one, buddy. I live 30 minutes from the shore. I fucking hate seagulls.
I've had a seagull try to take ice cream out of my hand. Ice cream.
Yeah, they do that. They're assholes.
They don't give a fuck. They have no fear.
Yeah.
It was in Kima.
So, bar
Mine was
hopping?
on the boardwalk. But anyways, what are the two of you doing while the two of them are trying to find a squirrel?
I'm assuming Taryn and I are just walking around and probably just chatting, maybe occasional whisper or whatever. And we need to find a place for the night, so we'll go find a place as well.
Alrighty. What tier of establishment are you looking for, Sterling? They have everything from motel that you're probably not getting much sleep because you hear your neighbors fighting over something that happened back home, all the way up to very fine luxury suites, top
Not
floors.
Not very fine. Probably like what's a middle tier American hotel? Like a
Marriott?
Yeah, like a Marriott, not like top floor suite.
Yeah,
Marriott, but
just
you know,
the Marriott.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Okay. You find an establishment like that. The music is smooth, sultry, very relaxing. The main foyer echoes out through the entire building of somebody playing the harp, who's just paid to sit there and play music all night long. But it's soft, smooth. It has its own bar that's kind of smaller and more quieted. There appears to be an event happening at this establishment as well. The establishment's name is the Claros. Do you speak Marquesian, either of you? Okay, then. It's called the Cliros. And it's a very, very easy place to be. The two of you get your own
I
private...
just messaged you.
Okay. More than likely.
Okay.
It's one of those notable places everybody would kind of enjoy.
Yeah.
If you could afford it. How many bedrooms are you purchasing?
We're just getting 2.
2 bedrooms?
Let's see, 3. Probably because there's 6 of us, right?
Yeah. Well, no,
So-
there's 4 of you.
Oh, they stayed behind, so then 2, yeah.
Yeah.
2.
So 2 bedrooms. That'll run you about 4 gold. 4 gold. If you want all accommodations, 5 gold.
We'll just
That's
do
meals, couple of free drinks a night.
we'll do the 5 gold then.
Yeah. They'll dry clean your clothing for you, wash it if you leave it outside your door, all of it.
Yeah.
It's a nice place.
Little Fox, do you remember the last time we were here? We've stayed here
I
before.
do.
Yeah. Well, I wonder where Sarah and Owana are. Should probably go try and find them. Care to have a drink first?
Let me put this down. She says that she's like struggling in through the door with it. Sure. That sounds nice, actually. It's been an interesting few days.
And we'll just go have a drink at the bar. I'm not getting drunk, just sipping and
Yep,
relaxing.
as per usual.
Yep.
So, you have a nice, calm drink with one another. People are stumbling about, not stumbling, just moving about very easily. Some people are discussing business and work while they're in here. Both of you roll me a perception check.
Not my strength. Oh, look at that.
Not bad. Definitely not bad. While sitting around, Taryn, you kind of listen to a couple of conversations not terribly far away from you. This is ridiculous. I only saved up enough money to go on vacation for a week. Now they're telling me it might take longer to get out of here. Seriously, I don't know why they can't just get their shit together. I can't even get in contact with my family back home right now. Yeah, I know. It's really inconvenient, isn't it? But hey, on the good note, free drinks on the city. That ain't so bad. Sterling, however, you hear somebody approach the bartender, all the way kind of wrapping around the bar.
Mm-hmm.
And your back's to them, but, you know, positioned just to hear a little bit closer. Is the doctor in today? A, thick, Dwendalian accent from the individual. Yes, the doctor is in. I will. Please, follow me, sir. The bartender kind of excuses themselves and walks out, calls out to everybody. I will be gone for a few minutes. Do not fret. I am just going to use the bathroom. And most of the people in the place just, cheers. It's a nice, upper middle class type of establishment, almost noble establishment. So people aren't going to just be stealing shit. And they still have bouncers in here, just in case. And as he walks away, you notice the person at the table is still seated there.
The person that was asking him about the doctor?
Yeah.
Okay.
About 5 minutes go by, and that person stands up and walks out the same direction, and almost immediately after, the bartender walks back in.
Excuse me, Taryn, I'll be back. I need to use the restroom. And
All right, be here.
Yeah. And I'll attempt to follow the gentleman that was at the table.
Sure. Roll a stealth check.
Ugh.
Alrighty. You follow after them. Roll for them. As you kind of round one of the corners, you see them up on the staircase walking to the right, and they seem to be heading down a hallway where rooms are held. Your room isn't on that end, but it's somewhere in this establishment. They're on the second floor, the top floor of this estate.
Okay.
Do you follow?
I will continue to follow.
Okay. You make your way up the stairs, a few of them creaking periodically. As you get to the top, you look down the hallway, and you no longer see that individual.
I'm going to walk down to the end of the hallway, and I'm kind of checking my pants and pockets as if I'm looking for a key or something.
Okay.
No.
You walk all the way down the hallway.
Do I see or hear any? Do I hear anything from any of the rooms?
Roll
As
me
I'm
a
walking-
perception
any-
check. At the very end of the hallway, you hear what sounds like a very noble male voice crying hysterically, followed by a very loud cracking sound. And then you hear him say, "Thank you," and then you just keep walking. You...
Excuse me while I scratch that out of my notes.
Hey, you hear a lot. You hear in a different room somebody who's currently it sounds like teaching their child how to write. How to form proper words on papers, like this is the uppercase, this is the lower, like good, and going through that notion. But aside from that and a couple of snoring from a couple of rooms, you don't hear anything out of place.
Okay.
Nothing that would point out anything.
Okay. I'm going to kind of stop at one of the doors. I'm assuming they're all numbered. And
Yeah.
Oh, crap. This isn't the right floor. And I'll turn around and I'll head back down to the downstairs.
Okay. Ooh, roll me a deception check. I actually get to ask you. Higher than your passive deception. Okay.
19?
No, your passive is 20.
But this...
It's 10 plus your modifier, which is 10. Not 9 plus your modifier.
Oh, we leveled. I forgot. Ooh.
Yay! Yeah, okay
let me
then.
fix my sheet.
You head on back downstairs towards the bar?
Yep.
Alrighty. Well, while you process that information, while the other two are just bar hopping apparently, I think we're going to go ahead and go on break. Everybody, stay tuned. We will be right back.